I am now going to demonstrate how to operate your L controller on your new blast chiller shock freezer. When the unit is off, the panel is blank. When I first turn the unit on, by hitting the on button, the unit goes to an auto diagnosis. It takes approximately 30 seconds for the unit. It checks itself all out, and when it has completed that, you'll notice that the cycle option lights will flash. At any time, if you're not sure where you are, you can just simply read this panel here and it'll explain to you what you need to do. For example, right now it says select the cycle. There are 5 cycles on the Logic chiller freezer. Logic Chill is an automatic only cycle. It requires the use of the probe, and you should use that if you are not sure of whether you should use soft, hard, or hard plus chilling. It will automatically monitor the temperature, the core temperature of your product, and adjust the air temperature in the cabinet appropriately to maximize the efficiency and chill the product as quickly as possible without damaging it. The soft chill mode is for product that you do not want to risk any freezing or edge freezing at all. Salads, delicate products, mayonnaise-based products such as tuna salad, chicken salad, pasta dishes, etc. The hard or hard plus cycles are for larger pieces of meat, larger loads, and you can choose hard or hard plus depending on, again, how large your product is. We would recommend for, say, chicken breasts, small pieces of meat you use hard, and for large pieces of meat, 2 or 3 pound pieces of meat, you would use hard plus. The shock freeze mode is for any product that you want to take to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. All of the modes, cycles we have, are designed to take product directly from the oven at 200 degrees core temperature to either 37 degrees or 0 degrees. In the case of chilling, it will take 90 minutes in automatic, or in the shock freeze mode, it will be up to 4 hours in automatic mode. I'm now going to demonstrate the soft automatic mode. As you can see, the lights are flashing. I select the soft chilling mode cycle. I now select the automatic or manual. I'm going to select automatic, which requires the probe, and then I hit the start button. Now I just simply insert the probe in the food, in this case it's broccoli, and close the door. The unit will now run until the temperature of the broccoli gets to 37 degrees Fahrenheit. It'll automatically go into a hold mode until I stop the unit by hitting the stop button. I'm now going to demonstrate the hard automatic cycle. I select this button and hit it once. You notice the hard light lights up. I now select the automatic button and then the start button. I now take, in this case, chicken breasts, insert the probe, and what I'm going to try to do is insert the probe in the center chicken breast, in the center, so the probe is in the center of the largest piece. I now close the door. The unit will automatically start and chill the chicken until the core temperature hits 37 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm now going to demonstrate the hard plus cycle, which is for larger pieces of meat or heavy, large loads. I select the hard button and I hit it twice to make sure that the hard plus indicator is lit. I then select the automatic button and I hit the start button. I now insert the probe into the center of my pork roast and I close the door. The unit will then start and automatically run until the probe temperature reaches 37 degrees, and in which case it'll then go into a hold mode until I stop the unit manually and remove. I'm now going to demonstrate the shock freeze automatic mode. I select the shock freeze cycle. I now select the automatic mode and I hit the start button. I now can place the cake directly from the oven, insert the probe into the center of the cake, and I put it into the unit. I close the door. The unit will automatically run until the cake reaches 0 degrees at the core and then goes into a hold mode until I manually stop at the end of the cycle. Now I will show you how to operate the unit in manual mode. Again, you can select soft, hard, hard plus, or shock freeze for your manual modes. Again, Logic is an automatic only mode. Soft, hard, or hard plus are 90-minute cycles. The unit will run for 90 minutes and then go into hold mode, regardless of whether the temperature of your product has reached the proper core temperature. Same with the shock freeze. It's a 4-hour cycle. It'll run for 4 hours and then go automatically into hold until you stop the cycle. So for example, if I hit the soft manual and I hit the start button, it's automatically going to show 1 hour and 30 minutes on the timer. It will run for 1 hour and 30 minutes in the soft chill mode, and then automatically at the end go into a holding mode until I hit the stop button. I will now demonstrate the shock freeze manual mode. Again, I select the shock freeze cycle, and when I select the manual and hit the start button, the timer will automatically read 4 hours. It'll run between -30 and -40 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 hours, and then go into a hold mode where the unit will run approximately at 0 degrees Fahrenheit until I manually stop the unit. Again, the manual cycles are pre-programmed at the factory for 90 minutes for chilling cycles and 4 hours for your shock freeze cycle. If you would like to change those, you can refer to your owner's manual, and using this knob you can change or reprogram the time depending on your specific needs. If you decide to choose I'm now going to demonstrate the logic chilling mode, which is a chill mode only. When I select the logic chill cycle, you notice the auto and manual buttons do not light up because it requires the probe only. I hit the start button and I can choose my broccoli, again the chicken, anything I want. I put it in the chiller, I insert the probe, and I close the door. The unit will automatically monitor the core temperature of the product and adjust the air temperature accordingly to bring the product as rapidly as possible down to 37 degrees, and then we'll go into an automatic hold mode until I stop the unit. Notice this green light. When the unit is operating appropriately, the green light will stay on. At the end of a cycle, the green light will flash green, letting you know you're at the end of a cycle and into hold mode. If, for example, the door is ajar, the light will flash red, and it also will give you what is wrong in this panel. For example, the light is flashing red and it's telling me to close the door. All I need to do is close the door, the light will revert back to solid green, and the unit will continue to run. Anytime you see the light flashing red, you need to take notice and act accordingly. I'm now going to explain what the 5 buttons on the bottom of the display are for. The first button, which has 3 water drops on it, is for defrost. This is a manual defrost unit, and you have to defrost the unit when you're done chilling or shock freezing. The second button here is for the UV sterilization system, if your unit is so equipped. The third button is probe heat. When the probe is inserted into a product that has been shock frozen and it's a delicate product, you can use this button. It'll heat the probe for 5 seconds to make the probe easily removable from the product without damaging it. The last 2 buttons are for either printing your last cycle, completed cycle, or for printing all of the cycles that are in memory using the optional handheld printer. I will now explain how to operate each one of these cycles. For the defrost cycle, I hit the defrost button. The unit is automatically preset from the factory for a 30-minute defrost. I open the door needs to be open for the defrost cycle. I can then remove the drain, leaving the drain in the unit so it's not misplaced, and I can now hit the start button. The unit will run with the door open and defrost the unit for 30 minutes, or until I decide that it has defrosted enough and I'm ready to use it. At the end of the cycle, the unit will stop automatically. I then want to replace the drain plug, put my shelf back where it was, and I can then remove the drain pan and water and discard the water, replace the drain pan, and my unit is ready to start again. I'm now going to demonstrate the UV sterilization system. When the unit has finished a cycle and is in the standby mode, I select the sterilization button and I hit the start button. Okay? For demonstration purposes, we're allowing you to see the light, but normally the light would not stay on and it will go off within 5 seconds. The sterilization cycle is 30 minutes. At the end of 30 minutes, the unit will automatically shut off from the UV cycle and is now ready to be operated. I now demonstrate the probe heat. If I'm at the end of a shock freeze mode, and here I'm just demonstrating with an apple, and the probe is frozen in the apple, I simply hit the probe heat button, and after a few seconds it'll allow me to remove the probe from the product without damaging the product. Remember that the probe heat will only work upon the completion of a shock freeze mode, and that the probe senses that it is below 0 degrees. For the last two buttons, print cycle or print all, you should refer to the owner's manual that came with the unit and also the manual that came with the printer. You connect your handheld printer to this serial port right here and simply select the print cycle to print the last cycle completed, or to print all, which will print all of the cycles that are in the unit's memory.